Cliffhanger, hanging from a... Oh, shit! I'm okay! This is the equivalent of Cliffhanger, but more fun. This is the Game of the Year starter, Celeste. Yeah. This game...
This really feels like a mishmash of like Mega Man with when you die you turn into blue orbs. It's like, I'd be Mega Man.
And the Donkey Kong Country series.
Oh, you mean Donkey Kong like NES?
No, Donkey Kong's Country. Like,
but you don't. I guess you don't climb on the side of walls.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyways,
yeah.
To me, it feels more like almost like a Metrovania, but like sort of. If actually at the time I thought immediately like, okay, this is kind of like Batman on the NES.
Yeah.
Where, like there's tons of spikes everywhere, and there's no like. The only enemy are your spikes. There we go.
It feels more like this game was fixated on a certain gimmick of a platformer game, but exaggerated and turned into its own game.
I don't know, it's almost like Kid Icarus without arrows, and like the enemies, as I said, are mostly spikes. There's a lot of jumping puzzles, if you can call them that.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
With RPG elements, from what I've heard, it's like an action RPG. It's pretty cool. I mean, I know last year it got the Game of the Year from someone. I thought it was intriguing. I mean, even though you die at the screen that you died at, and it's pretty essential.
And you don't need
to... You have to solve that screen.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool, and like, it's basically a Twitch-based puzzle platformer.
Yeah, it's like you have to be on a timer, like you have to time your jumps and everything in that sense. I mean, not so much a timer. Just
but like,
you
need to be like, okay, in this moment, in this time, I gotta do this.
Yeah, because you can climb at the beginning and you can dash and...
You can, and then slowly and surely you get introduced to more and more platform elements.
Yeah, it seems less, at least at the beginning, it seems less RPG. I don't know if it gets more, turns into more like that, but I thought it's pretty cool. I think that the main attraction for me was it's hard, but it's not stupid hard, and it doesn't discourage you from playing. And I think the style is sort of like minimalism, colorful minimalism. I don't know how to describe it.
It feels more like
Lemmings.
You're on the same track.
Lemmings meets Ghouls and Ghosts ish something.
Okay,
I don't know.
Let me try and it's basically a throwback to retro elements.
Yeah.
So you have like a limited color scheme. You have like pixel art, but it doesn't feel retro. If that makes sense.
It's sort of like a half and half, I think.
It's basically like...
To me. It's retro feeling, but it's a throwback, but still like it feels like a modern game.
It's akin to... It's akin to how someone likes an old style of painting and wants to bring it to the new age.
Yeah, it's like surrealism almost meets like...
Postmodernism.
Sure.
I guess.
I liked it. I don't know. I don't remember how much it cost. I think it was like $5 to $20. I feel like, personally, I liked it, but like I couldn't see myself. Like I don't like games where you have to solve things so much a certain way. Like sometimes I do, but I feel like with this game, like it expects you to until you time that jump. Like we at the very end, for example, like we got through a few puzzles that we at first were like, I don't know what to do, and like you sort of have to free fall and then move over sometimes, and
if there's one thing,
some people love these games, and
this is definitely for them. Like for them, it's 10 out of 10, definitely. For me, I actually rank it pretty high.
I give it probably a like I realize what they're trying to do. I just feel like I'm more of the action type, and this not, as I said, your main enemy so far are spikes and jumping. So it's like physics-based jumping, and I feel like if it was more action-based, I'd probably be more into it, like some of the other Steam games.
Like you mean as in like,
eventually,
what do you mean by more action-based?
Well, it's more jumping rather than like Castlevania. It's not like Castlevania action. It's more like jumping.
And climbing and that makes sense.
It's more climbing. It's like, as I said, cliffhanger. It feels more like cliffhanger-ish.
For me, it actually feels pretty good. It feels like its own breed of game, and like you can climb everywhere, and like
like, you have to time your jumps pretty well,
Mhm.
and if you look at some theories, they have, like, oh, this game is based off, I think, anxiety.
So it was actually based off anxiety?
No, that's what people think it is. Like,
Yeah, I think the ending explains it, but I didn't want to read ahead to the ending. I saw someone say something about it.
yeah.
But,
Well, you know us, we only focus on the beginning and never the ending, unless the game is very short.
yeah.
Or we pool, like, an
Well,
hour.
I mean, it's just a lot of games are really long now, and you
Yeah.
can't get the gist of it unless it's like, oh, this is a soccer game with extra elements. But what I see here is cool. It's just, yeah, I feel like you've got to enjoy more of like a jumping, because like Batman, going back to Batman, it's not so much jumping all the time. It's just like jumping plus action.
Yeah, it feels like they took an element of the Batman game and just improved upon it.
Yeah, and there was another game we played that was kind of like that too. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd definitely give it, as I said, an 8, but...
And a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. I wouldn't give a game of the year, but yeah, that's what it is.
Indie game of the year.
I would definitely give Cuphead for sure last year. I think it came out last year.
No, it came out a couple of years ago, actually.
Was it really longer? Wow. I still give it a game of the year.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I roll.
Time to climb away.
Come climb away, and watch out for Grandma.